How to go from seated to standing, standing to seated. It's the biggest thing we do as human beings. Let's go over it really quickly. You know those piano players that have those really long tuxedo pieces? I want you to imagine that you're flipping those up so you don't sit on your tail. And notice that the height of your chair is pretty important as well. Come to the front of your chair. Some chairs have a backing on it, but I want you to rely on your own feet, your own pelvis. Your legs should look like they're rolling downhill rather than on something that looks very horizontal. So I'm going to raise my table up. Now it looks like my thighs are rolling downhill. Some of us will participate in the back of our pelvis, our sit bone. What I want you to notice is how long that pelvis is on the bottom and that you can find more of the front and the middle area. So when we find the front, it gives us more of an uprightness without pulling our shoulder blades back and down. If I find the back of the sits bones, notice what happens in your own body as well. When you find the front of your pelvis, this is called your ramus. It's like a rocking chair. You can find the front of it. Here's the back of it. Here's the front of it. Okay, here's the middle. Notice where your middle is. And notice which one you prefer, a little bit more frontal, a little bit more middle land. Both of these are correct. Less of more on the back, because then we get this infant look, very primary curve look. And we're something that has primary and secondary curves. Secondary curves is something that has a little bit of a curve in the front of the lower lumbars and a curve in the front of the cervicals. And then you have the thoracics that just have their own little swoop there. So less of a curve, a bigger curve, primary curve, infant look. Secondary curve, more adult look, more something of that is walking around on this planet. So super simple, here's how we get out of a chair. Take one foot back behind you. Notice that you're already leaning forward and your feet are starting to press you back. If I get out of the chair with my hands, that's what this looks like. Less of that. Your feet are gonna press you up into standing, and then you're gonna keep walking. Okay, to get in a chair as well, you can have that tuxedo land, or you can take a foot behind you and participate with the same way that you got up. So let's do it again. Feet, take one foot back behind you, doesn't matter which one. Lean from your pelvis. Lean from the pelvis. So less of this, okay? The pelvis tosses you forward and you have weight in your feet and you stand and you walk. Hope this helps clear it up. Seated to standing. It's the biggest thing we do as human beings. Yet none of us really know how to do it. Enjoy.